Easy.
Oh, we in it?
We in it. What up? Let me wake it up. Last week was a bit.
Let's do it.
It wasn't. I wasn't hype.
Okay.
This week I'm hype. Your boy got killed, so I'm hype.
Oh no, we can't.
Let's start.
Can't even start like that. Podcast with no name. Porn for breakfast. We in the building.
Back up in here.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
You know what it is. You know what's up. Make sure that you subscribe, of course.
Yeah.
Check us out on social media at Porn for Breakfast.
Yeah.
TikTok, Instagram. Shout out to everybody who's on there, man.
Yep.
It's been a great time.
Mm-hmm.
Before we get into it.
Oh, okay. How was your week?
Yo!
How was your week?
You're ready to shoot.
I mean,
listen. Okay, my week was pretty cool.
Okay.
Got a few deals. You might be seeing some shit on the podcast.
Really?
I'm out here hustling, my nigga.
Yeah, I need some money.
Listen.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, we might see some nice things. I'll tell you about it. We're about to finalize some conversation.
No.
So we'll definitely be doing some shit
Finally,
on the podcast.
the struggle.
Come on, we can't be out here producing dope content. Everyone is talking about how the production has improved, and we keep putting up our till number. We ain't seeing shit, y'all.
Yeah, the till number. Man. I gave up. There's one person.
Yeah.
That kind of showed us some loose and some.
We still appreciate
but
you.
Yeah, shout outs to you.
Yeah, thank you, fam, for rocking with us. We
and
just
I think
now
he's in
need
the US also.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when he sent, it came via one of those apps, Sendwaves or whatever.
Oh, nice.
So I couldn't I couldn't even say thank you.
Yeah.
So I was like, how do I get to this guy? And then he hit me on Facebook.
Oh, nice.
So now at least I have his number.
Oh, niggas is still on Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook
Shit, I should get back on that. Shout out to you, fam, for supporting the podcast.
I'll put the name.
Okay, for sure.
Yeah.
You can definitely continue to support us.
Yeah.
We're gonna be on a rollout with guests. We were supposed to have a guest today, but she's unwell with this viral flu that is terrorizing Nairobi streets, but she'll be here next week. We won't go tell you who it is, but it's definitely somebody that you know.
You need to check out.
So the shenanigans will be on and popping for sure.
Will be 100.
Crazy shit.
Yeah,
crazy.
I know.
I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah.
What else? Last week after the podcast, I don't know. Okay, let's leave that alone. Let's leave that alone. So
what happened? One of them niggas got pissed off. Talk to us. What happened? You can't just leave us hanging. You start some shit and then you're like...
okay, so you know what? So let's say 2 days ago, but 3 days ago, I decided that I'm done with like dating. I'm really.
I knew
it.
It had to be something to do with that, huh?
Obviously.
And then what?
Okay, so people on set are already laughing at me.
No.
And there's nothing. So anyway. When you give consideration to a nigga, you they be pressing up on you, and then finally you're like, all right, cool. Let me try to pay some attention to this guy.
Mm-hmm.
So I ended up meeting this guy last week, and then he tried to make me sound like I'm a delusional person.
But
he was like, oh. We'd previously you remember when I said like I'd gone out to like a jazz thing?
Yeah.
So he was like, you misinterpreted the date. We were being cordial. Like all this shit is in my head. And this is coming from a nigga who literally the week before that was asking me, why wouldn't you let me love you? I was just like, you know what?
Hold the fuck up.
Exactly. You see, yes, I like the silence because people thought it was some clown shit before. But then honestly, when that happened, and then because we had come from, drinking champagne and red wine, so I was a little sauced. But then hearing that nigga say that shit, I was just like, yo.
Wow.
Exactly. I was like, what? So I was just like, you know what? It's fine.
I'm not gonna ask for details.
Nah, fuck that nigga though. Suck my dick.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's fine. We keep it moving, but that's neither.
Yeah, but hold on.
Yeah.
On the last pod.
Yeah.
I even kind of shot at you.
Yeah.
On the low.
You tried to.
Yeah, I tried to.
Yeah.
Because you said a couple of niggas I'm talking to.
Yeah.
So that nigga's on the way. Boom, let's kick him away.
Exactly. The next player gets drafted. Whoever was on the bench.
Yeah, exactly.
You get to be a
from the
star.
bench. Steph Curry been sitting on the bench while you're giving.
Yeah, I'm just like, next player.
So next player drafted. Comes off the bench.
I really don't feel like really bad about the situation, but like him trying to gaslight me into making me think that this was a thing that was in my head when he was practically like telling me all these things, try to like he's soften me up a little bit, and then now turn around and be like, oh no, that's all you have. Fuck that, man. So I decided 2 days ago that I was going, like consciously, I was like, you know what, I'm going to be celibate. I'm going to drop everybody.
Hold on. Okay.
What?
It's okay. So
what? Say it.
I was going to shoot.
What?
Because like.
What? Being single doesn't mean you're not.
No, I'm just saying, like, if this nigga, that's all he wanted, he got it.
No,
and he's away.
That's not even what happened.
Okay.
No,
because I was like, yo, that's what happens.
No, that's not what even. Nah. That's not what happened. Actually, when it comes to like hit it and quit it, I'm more of a savage on that front.
Okay.
These niggas.
Because
That's not what it was. So I mean, I just want to take time for myself and just
you know.
I want to focus. You see, like the deals that I was telling you about. Like I want to focus on getting the bag, getting myself right, all that shit. I mean, I'd already decided before that I wasn't really going to date or like seriously immerse myself in that field. But then after that experience, I was like, fuck all these niggas.
Okay.
And then after I said that, let me tell you, there's this nigga that
You say that publicly?
No, I mean, I still could.
No, you say that on Twitter?
No, I didn't. I said it to myself.
Oh, okay, cool. Because I was like...
I said it to myself. No, when you say that publicly, that's when niggas are like, hey, sexy.
Hey, what's up?
Yeah, exactly.
Who broke your... So I got the shoulder for you to cry on.
Let me tell you something. There's this nigga that, you know, I'm even trying to do the cord cutting mantras so I can forget about this nigga.
Change your hairstyle. Oh.
No. Like, I had a very wonderful experience with this man.
Oh.
So anyway, this nigga, I've literally been like, please, universe, I need to forget about this guy. I need to like not get in it. And then literally the moment I've said that, I wake up in the morning, I think yesterday or the day before that, I get a text from him. He's like, I miss you. I'm just like, nah, come on. All this time.
Universe is testing you.
Nah, I don't. And then somebody else also popped up. I'm just like, it's raining niggas when I've decided I'm off this shit. But still, I'm off it. So.
You sure you didn't say it like publicly? Somewhere on a Twitter?
I didn't say it. I said it.
Because if you do, trust me, it's going to be niggas from all over the...
Yo, I'm telling you, this one, I said it like personally, like by myself. And then it just started being strange. Like everyone is just like, yo, what you been up to? I need to see you. I miss you. And I'm just like, nah, I'm very disciplined sometimes. So that's the path that I'm on.
Wow. I wish I had a weekend like yours. Yours is
fuck. Nah, fuck these like, niggas though. Sometimes
drama.
I really deserve better, but you know what? I'm not gonna cry.
No, if there was a nigga on a bench, holla at that nigga. And then from there...
Oh no, trust me. All my players be in the field at the same fucking time.
Yeah, so after that is when you can... when you can decide.
Wait, let me clarify. Because people think that, you know, I just be out here on some whole shit. And even if I was, I'm a grown woman. I can do whatever the fuck I want. I'm not. What I'm saying, when I say like all my players be in the field at the same time, it means like I be talking to like a bunch of guys, not necessarily in some telling this nigga I love you, then telling the next nigga I love you, and
basically trying to find
who you're most compatible with. And some of the guys that I be talking to, I be
we do the same shit, but they say
exactly.
But you say we're cheating. Another story.
Wait.
Another day.
Today we're not gliding over that. When you're physically and emotionally involved with somebody else and you're already in a committed relationship, that's cheating. When you're dating, actually, you know, the real definition of dating is going out on dates with several people so that you can decide who you can be exclusive with.
Okay.
So like being exclusive with somebody and still dogging them, that's different.
Yeah.
That's very.
But
that's
yeah, like
very
I say,
different.
that's for young people. Some of us are, you know, the energy is not there.
The energy to date.
Yeah, to do all that is...
Come on. Niggas are always
nipate huo mmoja nitulie.
Sasa ati wewe umerelax.
Nikutulia.
kutulia tu una mamomo
maneno
ni kuoga kung'ara
na kunukia vizuri. That's all.
Yo, but let me tell you something. It's because you're Zach. Let me tell you, some go to Roadhouse, up to Dennis Spirit. Some of the niggas who are active and hunting in the streets are like old ass niggas. Yeah, like you just go there you're trying to have some nyamachoma. Like you walk in, every nigga is already like,
yeah.
And then you sit down, niggas are like, oh, we are mekulangapi. Like someone wants to pay your bill, but then when you look at the person who's paying this bill, it's just like, yo. Should have just done this shit myself. This one time I went there and this nigga was like, I'm a gynecologist. So, okay, wait, hold on.
Okay, that's like...
No, he didn't.
That's the worst pickup line
First of all, he didn't lead with that.
Okay, fine.
I was cutting to the chase. He didn't lead with that.
Okay, because like...
So he's like... obviously trying to have conversation. He's like, oh, he likes my skin tone. And then, we get to talking. He's like, I'm a gynecologist. I'm very good with whatever. And I'm just listening to this nigga being like, first of all, you old as shit. So, like, there's no chance this is happening. Secondly, this motherfucker was big as fuck. Like his...
I thought you liked them that way. Anyway.
First of all, now this one, I put it publicly on my Twitter. I said, fat niggas are never going to get a chance with me. Like I can't be killing myself trying to work out and look good and whatever. And
have you seen this country? Like there's a country where they even have like competition who has the biggest.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I think it's Malawi or Mali, one of these like African countries. So all the men come out with their tambis, nothing covering,
Yo.
with the spears.
I mean, nothing covering because the tummy is covering. Like,
yeah, so with their spears and everything. And then apparently the women from that country now would like the guy with the biggest one.
Oh my God, imagine.
The tallest guy with the biggest one.
Yeah, imagine just giving this nigga head and his stomach is on top of your
And then it tells you to lift. Like that's part of your exercise.
Oh my God,
Lift, bitch, lift.
No.
Oh shit.
Hell no, I can't. Also, like I'm very short and tiny. I just feel like if I'm walking around with a big dude, you either like look like you're my security or you're like my dad or something. And I don't. People already see me with like, maybe like a 6'2" nigga, a 6'4" nigga, and they're already wondering like, yo, what the fuck? So I don't want to answer those questions.
But yeah, that was an interesting weekend.
Yeah, fuck that nigga though. Something else that happened this weekend that I saw was trending on the streets was blankets and wine. Despite the rains, and guys had complained about the ticket prices being kind of crazy. I think there were 4 or 5. But I think guys like had quite the experience. I didn't get to go. I was in the crib cramping like fuck, women problems. But I saw like a few videos in some of the groups that I'm in. Fena apparently had like a very wonderful set. She even had she had an outfit change and stuff. And actually by the last week when I came out from here, nilienda ile place nilikuwa Fena was there. And she was like, she's off media interviews for a while, but she'll come on the pod.
Okay.
So yeah, she said like, when she's like working on a few things, I should hit her up in a couple months.
Yeah. The one thing I want to make clear, like I'm sorry if this is going to sound bad if you hate. I'm sorry.
What? We
are not doing interviews. Okay, so if somebody comes here, they're not coming here for an interview.
Yeah, you're coming in as a guest host.
Yes.
Yeah, we have to talk about the bullshit and
we're not going to be asking questions. So when is your album? I'm not doing none of that. I'm like,
we'll stay with the shit.
Yeah, so if you come in, you're just part of the show for that day. So whatever we're discussing, you just
chime in.
You chime in.
Yeah.
If we have a question or two, we'll find a way to like
slide it in.
But it's not an interview. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you 100%.
Yeah,
so Blankets and Wine was really cool. Blinky had a great performance also that I saw. Like after seeing the clips, that's when I got FOMO. Before that, everyone was like, actually Val was like, are you going to Blankets? And I'm like, I don't have a ticket yet. She was like, just make a call. You know these people. And then I was like, let me see what I could do. But I wasn't really feeling up to it. Physically, I also couldn't.
Yeah.
But then after seeing those clips, I was just like, man, I should have been here.
Where was it this time?
It was still at Kasarani Laureate Gardens. Blinky had quite a great performance. I saw.
I think I seen a clip also of someone.
Yeah.
This is it Abanton? You call it Abanton?
Who?
There was an artist. There was an artist. I don't know who it was. He was just rapping in this. He was doing this type of the G Bagnat whatever
G
type.
Bagnat. Hey, that shit is
It's
that guy.
No, was it that guy? He was dressed in white. Yeah. I saw something like that.
Yo, that song is a banger. Like I honestly with Up and Tone, it's not like I go searching to see what.
Yeah, but
maybe YouTube will suggest like a song for me, and then I'll check it out of curiosity. Maybe it's Kenya, just see if I fuck with it. I'm very open to listening to any kind of genre of music.
Yeah.
If it's Kenyan, like I'm always down to support. So when I played that, I was banger and a half.
Yeah, that the whole town. Yesterday I was in some parts of town where I usually don't go to.
Where were you?
I was like the other side of River Road.
Yeah.
Like my brother got me doing something. Bro, it's because I love you. I love you, but normally I don't go to those places.
Oh my
goodness. These places you go to, you have to tuck your shit.
Yeah.
Like usually, like when I'm going to River Road. But if you're one of those phone snatchers, you'll never be able to snatch my phone in River Road.
Don't jinx yourself.
No, you will never be able to snatch my phone.
So you give us tips then?
I wear boxes that have like pockets with a zipper inside. I put them inside, and then I wear my regular shit. Then I have the watch and earphone. So if a phone call comes in, I don't have to hold my phone.
Oh, right.
So hata ukininyonga, you will still have to undress me.
Oh my God. So meskia tip ni upate smartwatch.
Ukininyonga, hautapata simu kwa mfuko. You still have to take my clothes off.
Oh my God.
Yeah, by the time either umeshikwa ama.
Hiyo tu ni ya
But anyway, like I went to those parts of town.
Yeah.
So as I'm crossing one of the roads just before you get to River Road, there's like a BMW in front of me with like the windows down. Sound. The only thing I'm hearing is I'm trying to wonder if it's "Hey sexy lady" because
it is that beat.
It starts that.
Yeah.
Hey, kidogo nasikia G-bag now.
G-bag na jag.
I don't even know what that shit means anyway.
I think it's G-bag na jug, jug ya keg. G-bag na gat, which is jaba. Like, so you know a G-bag ni... it's a bag of weed. Ni bag ya tao ya...
I'm not a drug dealer here. Why do you think I know that?
Ni street shit. Me na draw because of street shit, not because I'm a drug dealer.
Yeah, so I keep hearing that, like I'm looking at...
damn.
Yeah, it was...
That's like, a banger. But like there's this word that everybody uses that is comfortable with. Major even says it on the... he says it on the song. He's like, ati sijui kuna demflana wa Mirema alini nikaanza kumlipia rent kitu hiyo. And then there's this word that honestly
what
somebody
is
Mirema Drive huko Roysambu. He was insinuating squeezy si cool kid Bombay ni umesikia wanaitangwa mabombe sijui kani squeezy ama ni tambo
huko bado hiyo side
wanaitangwa cool kids as in wewe ujui Mirema ni
no it's not because of a cool kid it's because I don't leave my house. Trust me, even when I used to work at Homeboys, the only two places I was going to
is work and home. So hata kwa app ya simu iko na nini mbili tu. Work and home.
Ni work na home. So hizi zingine like
ni Mirema. So Meja alisema ati this shorty fucked him so good that she's now paying his rent. He's now paying her rent. And then the word that they used is the D word. That honestly, I usually say a lot of things, but I'm not going to say that because that word really just, it's too hood for me.
D word?
Yeah. Alim. Okay, let me spell it.
Okay.
So me get. Listen, somebody on Twitter said, Ati, there's just something. Oh, now I might have to say. Someone on Twitter said, Ati, there's just something sexy and hot about a nigga saying like ntakudin, and I'm just like, bro, guy, it's too hood.
She's probably from uptown and she's never been told that.
Okay, so listen,
tell her that.
I used to date a hood nigga who would say shit like that to me. And like, I used to find it kind of hot, but like it would still, like the first time it would hit my eardrums, I'd just be like, why would you say that?
No, let me
What? No, we want to hear it.
When it comes to words, like, I think it also depends on who says it.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it's like...
A couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, okay. Let's get into story time.
With a friend of mine. And she has a daughter. Like, you know, maybe 3 years old. 3. So, there's like banter, tunacheza na huyu mtoi nini.
Yeah.
I think I made a mistake of thinking we are too cool now, we can play around a bit too much. So she had a toy, playing with a toy. And then I was like, I kicked on the toy just like this. Do you know what that kid told me?
Please. What?
I just said, matako yako. She's 3.
Oh my God.
I was like, I've been told that a million times by people. It never had as bad as what that kid
she
saying.
meant.
Yeah, she meant it. That shit hurt so bad. So I'm like, a lot of these words, I know some of them, it's who says it. Like,
Facts.
Somebody can say it and he'll just pass you.
Yeah.
Right? Then somebody else says it and you're like, what the fuck? That kid just told me, Mata Koya. I was like, what the fuck?
I'm dead.
She just turned 3 March 17th.
And you know, like, that's hearing, like, from people, the grown-ups around you.
Yeah.
Shit, that must have been so shocking. What did you do? What did you do?
The first thing I tried to look at because, you know, it's the kitchen, then the living room, and then there's a door. So the first thing I did was to check if the door is open, because if it was open, my dad had it. And if my dad had it, he must be like, what kind of kids are you fucking people raising? Like,
back in my day, a kid would never say that.
So I really hope he didn't hear, because he didn't say anything late, you know. So I'm hoping he didn't hear it, because oh my God.
Oh no, that's crazy. That's actually very retarded.
That voice will never get out of my head. Like that voice, the way she said it. Oh my gosh.
Lesson learned. Don't be trying to be friendly with these kids.
Yeah.
They don't give a fuck about you, man.
And how do we get here?
Somebody who does give a fuck though is J. Cole. You saw what happened. You saw what happened during the weekend.
Yeah, I saw the apology.
Yeah.
But I don't want to get into the apology first.
Yeah,
Can we get into the album?
Oh my God.
How was the album? Did you like it? I know you're a fan.
Definitely love the album. I think J. Cole is really rapping his ass off. I think it's disservice that people are only focusing on 7-minute drill. It's like they didn't listen to the whole album. They went straight to 7-minute drill.
Yeah, because I think that's what came out first.
Is it?
I don't know.
I think he just woke up and like kind of just dropped the album.
Okay, yeah.
And then everybody listened to it and they could tell that there were shots being taken at Kendrick on 7-minute drill.
Yeah.
So when I'm waking up on, I don't know, the day after, the morning after, and I'm like, yo, what's up with all this J. Cole talk? He's dropped the diss to Kendrick. So I saw it. And then I kind of noticed that on his YouTube, the artwork was all looking the same. So I was like, we have an EP. So I went to Apple Music to get the project. And I was just like right from the beginning. I started with 7-minute drill because that's what everyone was talking about. But then I went back to listen to the entire album. And I'm one person who consumes an album in the format that the artist has put it in because I feel that they have like a reason why they arrange the music like that. There's a story that they need to tell. It's a sequence. I'm not one of those people who start from track 8, then track 2, 3, and shuffle. I listen to it first, all of it, and then if I want to shuffle to kind of hear how the tracks blend, we'll get into that. So the album was good. The features were good. He did his big one. He's definitely rapping his ass off. Claiming, of course, that number 1 position. Yeah,
at that time, I think that's the one thing that made me think that this album was made before even the tour with Drake.
Yeah.
Because it was like, me.
Yeah.
I'm the best.
He didn't talk about
big
Big 3,
There
none
was
of that. He was
yeah.
like literally just talking about being in his prime, and just being comfortable, wanting to make his money.
But the first joint, the one I think there's the
Price.
intro, Pricey.
Yeah.
Pricey sounded like he was throwing shots at Drake.
Really?
Yeah, I can't really pinpoint the bars because I'm not that big of a fan.
Yeah, you didn't get into it like that.
Yeah, but it sounds like he was like, you know.
You know what? I kind of also felt like throughout this project there were so many subliminals.
Subs, they could fit anyone.
Type shit. Yeah,
makes more sense with either Drake or Kendrick. But the Pricey,
I don't think he would. I don't think for me. I didn't think Drake at all. I kind of felt like throughout the album he was addressing Kendrick, which kind of made me think like, was this project made hurriedly? Because,
no, this one sounds old.
And also, exactly, like there's no way he's going to get a project together that fast.
So I'm thinking, my thinking is it's one of those leftovers. Like what Nas used
he has
to do.
too many tracks.
Yeah, he has tracks all over the place.
Yeah, put them together.
And then after the Kendrick diss, it was like, okay, I need to drop a diss, but I have all these songs, I can compile them, put them together.
And release them.
Yeah, release them. But then, because he knew if he releases just the diss, it wasn't strong enough to be on its own.
Yeah.
So he needed something to attach it to it.
But
that's my thinking.
Okay, maybe that.
Yeah, he just put together songs that he found in his hard drive. Like, you know.
You remember when we were talking about Drake, Kendrick, and J. Cole being battle tested? We've seen this nigga walk up to the front line and then suddenly retreat. When the smoke was hot, because we were saying all three of them, none of them have really been like, I'm toe to toe with a certain MC.
Yeah.
So this one time, I think plenty J. Cole fans. First, for me, also when I listened to 7 Minute Drill, I was just like, I don't know, Cole, but you still my nigga. But then when I listened to his apology at Dreamville Fest, he was like, even on the 7 Minute Drill, the second beat, he said like, I was very hesitant to drop anything against my nigga because I do really fuck with him. But everybody is calling, everybody texting. Even at Dreamville Fest, he was like, everybody is looking at me like, Cole, what you gonna do?
Yeah.
That's when he decided, like, he was trying to keep it friendly.
Yeah.
But hip hop is like blood for blood.
This is what I'll say.
Yeah.
Out of the three of them, none of them have been battle tested or whatever. But out of the three, he's the only one with the type of flow, cadence, and enunciation that would work on a battle. Because a battle for me would work best on a boom bap kind of
absolutely
beat.
Absolutely.
He's the only one who does it in that.
That's true.
He can do it that cadence. The rest, they're too animated, too performance.
Yeah, even that this was very all over the place that.
It's funny voices here and there. It's a performance.
Yeah.
But Cole can do the, I can hit you with like
that's a rapper.
Yeah, exactly. But the only problem is he went and apologized and people will never forgive him for that.
Yeah, you know what? For me, I was just like, oh my God, do I always pick the wrong nigga? Because like this is the one.
But listen, it could be a strategy. Who knows? It could be a strategy.
Because the next album that he's dropping is The Fall Off.
Oh.
So everyone is like, he's trying to make it look like he fell off and then drop an album that is quite the contrary to falling off.
Maybe that's not what I'm thinking, but that's
what are you thinking?
What I'm thinking is he needs to find out like what kind of arsenal that these guys have, right? So he throw something in there. It's not received well.
Yeah.
Then he pulls it back, like he apologizes, like nah. So now these guys definitely will have to diss him.
Yeah.
Like, it's not Big 3 anymore. It's the two of us.
Yeah.
You pussy, you pulled out, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And then now he comes scorching these bitches.
You know what? I feel like
he might do that.
I think that would be cool.
That's the only way he can get his name back. Right now, guys are like, sit aside.
Oh my God, that's like, you know what? He really did something that's unexpected in hip hop, and everyone is kind of talking about, maybe he really has fallen off, but then also maybe he's also going a different direction in this hip hop shit. Like he's kind of, reinventing how hip hop beefs are approached.
Okay, there are people who are speculating a couple of things. I was listening to the Joe Budden podcast. One of the things they said is that they feel like the next project he's dropping might be his last. He's probably planning to retire.
Yeah.
And he doesn't want to retire with like shit hanging in the balance. Like, you know,
Yeah.
there are people you still have to diss when
Yeah.
he's retired.
Yeah.
What happens, you know?
Yeah.
So maybe he's trying to get away from that so that by the time he retires, no one has a problem with him.
Yeah.
The other scenario they're painting is that, okay, apparently they have it on good, whatever, that both Kendrick and Drake have gone to the studio. They've
Oh my
recorded
God.
and the song is out.
Like Kendrick and Drake have a song together?
No.
Okay.
They are
Both doing their own shit.
They are going at each other and they're saying it's nuclear. The
Yo.
people who have heard it are saying it's bad. And it's like either Cole has heard one of them and is like, I don't want to get in the middle of this shit because
Yeah.
it's getting dirty now.
Yeah.
Or one of them called him like, listen, you're my boy. And
But it's about to get-
you need to get out of, if you're not in it
Yeah.
like fully,
Yeah.
step aside.
Yeah.
So those are the scenarios they're painting. According to Joe, it's like confirmed that these people have gone to the studio, they've recorded, and apparently Drake is coming for blood.
Since when did Drake
I
come
do
for
not
blood? I mean, we
know.
gonna see. We gonna see what's
He only
up. but-
managed to kill McMill, but that's because Mill was busy
because this McMill.
under the sheets with
now
Diddy.
you know what? Now
So
that you bring it up, McMill is always talking on Twitter, right?
That nigga is confused.
I swear that nigga is crazy. So let me pull up a tweet. So he said this on Twitter recently,
Yeah.
which now had people like now just going crazy.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, since you be talking about everything, talk about fucking Diddy.
Hmm.
And then he's like, now people are asking his 12-year-old son. They're looking at him like,
Okay.
yo, your daddy is gay.
Oh,
And he's
okay.
confused and stuff.
Okay.
So this is what he tweeted. Now this is a Wale. McMill versus Wale.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
He said, when I met Wale, he got beat up at his B-Day party in DC, got his teeth knocked out. I jumped in because a celebrity like him invited me. I was violating probation in DC, risked my life. To find out that he never liked me will make you angry. That's just me though. So like his feelings are hurt because
Yo, this.
Wale doesn't like him.
Yeah.
Like,
Telling you, Diddy has turned these people into
yo,
For real.
he went on a rant, and then Wale is just like, yo, the fact that a
I'm
picture
sure Wale did one of his.
he did his namaste.
Really?
He was just like the
Yes.
fact that a picture can cause so much vitriol on the internet.
Oh, he used the word like
yeah,
vitriol.
and then everybody was in the comments like, Meek is gonna respond to this tweet and say, what does vitriol mean, my nigga? We ain't never used that word in the trenches. Like, it's been such a comical
Yeah,
yo.
because I know Meek is just. When I look at his tweets,
Yeah.
I'm like, first of all, how like, there's no punctuation.
Exactly.
It's just
He's
random
just
thought.
writing. Yeah, he's just
you know the
writing
way you
shit.
think, and you just.
He's just writing shit because someone even asked him like, "Who's your publicist, my nigga?" And he was like, "I've been my own publicist since like what year?" And I think everyone was just like, "Makes sense." But this shorty was just like, have someone manage your communication because like, yeah, we do get the message that you're trying to put across, but how you're
It's-
putting it across, my nigga,
it's
is
not
more
that.
damaging and,
Yeah.
and more like clownery than a publicist would put it together.
Anyway, so to put it short,
Yeah.
and now I'm bringing it back to even the 254. Let me put my phone aside.
Oh,
Look at the camera.
you want to talk to these
Let me talk to
niggas?
the camera. Listen, after this shit with Drake
Yeah.
and Cole and what's his name?
K. Dot,
Yes. I do not want to hear any of you compare my era to yours again.
Shut the
Ever,
fuck up.
ever. I do not. I don't care. I do not care.
Our producer
I
is
do
like,
not
yes,
care.
please shut up.
Listen, I know at your level, this is fun. It's interesting. It's making the news. It's cool. But this is not what we call battle.
It
This
shall
is
not
not
be
what we call
disrespected.
diss tracks.
It's a new era.
Yes, and that's what I'm saying. I respect it for the new era. This is what you're doing. But don't ever compare it with ours again.
Because we're
Please.
better? Because this era is...
Jesus.
Yeah, no. If you're team old school, Tim Current, please drop a comment. Let's see where our allegiances lie. Because me, I'm like, you know what? That nigga might have did that shit, but also I think it goes to speak to when the artistry is kind of interfering with your personal life. I know hip hop like operates with very different rules, but I feel like if you feel like the art you're putting out is really like fucking up your internals and your mental, then you have every right to take it off streaming sites, whatever you have. But like the thing is, he should have waited for a little bit before. You know, he just went to say, "I love you, Kendrick."
Because the thing is, why I'm saying that is because it's not like Kendrick dropped "Hit 'Em Up" on him to where he felt, okay, this is ugly.
It wasn't bad.
Yeah, it was like fuck the big three.
Yeah,
it's just Big Me.
Yeah, friendly fire.
Yeah, friendly fire. But it hurt somebody so bad that you have to retreat. When there was things out here like no Vaseline, I see the bitch in you, nigga.
Okay.
Second round knockout.
Listen, I mean we're still here. We're still here. It's fine.
I fuck with you. I understand. But don't ever bring up my era of battling with yours.
It's fine.
Again, please.
It's fine.
Yeah.
All right. Something else that happened that has also been causing like havoc in the streets. Your nigga Joe is free. DJ Joe has been acquitted.
Is it like acquitted or like, because they say something about him?
He's like now a state witness.
Witness, yeah.
So now the thing is, throughout the 2 weeks that this back and forth has been happening, if you have, checked out our previous episode, we did talk about this. So DJ Joe is obviously a very popular DJ in Kenya. And he got involved in a scenario where, oh my God. Nini mbaya na our producers.
Okay, sorry. Okay, I didn't.
Oh my God.
My eyes. I need glasses. Can somebody please? I'm gonna put the till number down here. I need glasses. Somebody gave me. I couldn't read that.
Mapema ndio best.
Yeah, I couldn't read that.
No, I feel you.
Oh my God.
So anyway, this nigga had this whole case.
I can't.
You know what? I actually want to ask a question about
I fuck with him, so I can't use that name.
DJ.
Yeah. You can. Yeah.
DJ Ratso. Yo. Dan. Like that's straight bars. Straight.
Yeah.
You should put the bomb. Anyway, so he apparently throughout the investigation he had 2 members of his team with him, and the case was they had assaulted this DCI unit officer whose name is Felix until he passed away, right? And the incident was happening along Thika Road, but he was walipelekwadi Kikuyu. Now this cop. If you haven't checked out the episode, I think the episode before last week's, the one we're talking about musty niggas, we talked about that. So this DJ has been released, and it's because he has said that his hype man, Balo, who he's been referring to as a bouncer throughout this whole investigation, throughout the 2 weeks that they've been in jail, is now going to be accused of the murder of the DCI officer.
Wow.
And everyone is just like, so you sold your nigga out so you could get out, like you snitched so that you could walk.
That's why that name.
That's why DJ Ratsoul is coming in the picture. So now there's posters, Justice for Balo, release this guy, he didn't do nothing. Like either charge everyone or release everybody. But then my question is, let me ask you, if you're facing like a murder charge and like maybe you didn't do shit. This is just speculation. I don't know if he did do shit because I'm thinking, when you're a DJ of that stature, you just be like, boom, pika. You wouldn't really like necessarily be doing.
Though.
You are. Yeah. I get that. Okay, yeah, that's an accomplice. Yeah. Okay, maybe you're just like, wase mwachene ni sawa. Maybe this is a scenario.
But
this is just a scenario.
Okay.
And then you're told you're gonna do 50 years in jail for this shit. If we don't have anyone, would you really do time? Would you really like?
No, I wouldn't.
Sincerely,
I wouldn't. But at the end of the day, also you have to think like we're speaking as outsiders.
Yeah.
From the outside looking in, you also have to be sympathetic to the family that lost somebody.
Definitely.
So either way, I keep saying thoughts and prayers, man, to all sides.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. I really don't. I don't know if I wouldn't be able to do the time.
Yeah.
But if I was, like, if I had anything to do with it,
Yeah.
I get what comes with it. Like, that's what
You
I keep
just
telling
accept
people.
your consequences.
I
I mean,
mean,
yeah, take it to the chest. If you really
Don't take it to the chest. It's the law. Like, it's not like
I
I'm volunteering myself, like, hey, lock me up. No, the law says you were found guilty of doing this, you're going to jail, right?
Yeah,
that's what it is.
But
like, there's
also,
nothing else
what if like there's no tangible evidence?
Then you just
you
get
know
good
you have
lawyers.
something to do with it, but then you're like, you know what? Me, I'm out.
Get your lawyers to do your shit.
Yo,
I know
I really feel for this guy for real.
I do.
Because like at first they had said like these guys were gonna be locked up at Lower Kabete, and then some other ones were going to be taken, I think, to Mudangari. Remember when Kefos was saying Mudangari was too nice? I really don't know what that station looks like.
Jail, man.
Yeah, I know, right?
Serious.
Yo, jail
Especially
is jail.
Yeah.
For real. So like they said that Akina Joe didn't even spend any night at Lower Kabete station. They went straight to Mudangari, and one of them was left behind. So like I really feel like it's a very messy situation. And the thing is, like literally the day after Joe was acquitted, I guess now that he's a witness of the state. The next day he was doing a gig.
Okay, that's the
like,
one part that was like, yo, listen, I don't know who is advising him.
Come on.
I don't know if the 14 days he was out, like he lost so much bread that maybe
that
he
he's
has
like,
bills,
I gotta get in.
He has bills
Come
to pay. He has to. But that was a bad move, my nigga.
Yeah.
That one is fucked up.
Didn't even let the dust settle one day.
I don't. And by the way, I don't have a problem with him doing a gig.
Yeah.
It's the poster.
What did the poster say?
No, I just don't. I don't want to see posters of DJ John Farmer. Like, you understand?
Facts.
Yeah, because now it's like you're profiting off.
You're putting this shit in my face.
Because maybe it's not even him who did the poster, but the club that wants him to play and put out the poster, they are trying to use now
that clout is received. Yes, for sure.
Yeah. So no, man, that was nasty.
Yo,
that was nasty work. I'm sorry. I fuck with you, but that was nasty work. Somebody should have told you. Not this soon, or even if you have to do it this soon because you need the bag. Yeah, it should have been low key. Everybody who was at the scene of the crime definitely needs to be investigated, and they need to like due diligence. But in this country, like if money has exchanged hands or deals have been made behind closed doors, it's kind of usually like. I don't want to speculate because I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna let the government do what it do. Even though we know the competence of these people. So it's a sad situation. Yeah, it's a sad thing, yeah. But let's flip things up. What's up? Boutrous, the Shrap God, has been trending in Fiji. It's so funny. Yeah, I know. Yeah. It's so funny. What's happening in Fiji? People, they play Angela and like niggas are just going crazy. Oh, okay. There's a clip that I saw recently. I think I'll send it because we have to put it in. I really thought that these were like nuns who were dancing to Angela because they had like long white dresses and then you get Angie. I'm like, yo. But what if this is me hating though. What? Like, I'm a hater. Don't hate. Yeah, I'm just hating. What if it's one of those things where like they found a perfect like and put their vocals and then on it? You've seen it's not just one video. It's a bunch of videos. There's another one where they were playing, I think music. I think it was a football match or something. And one of in a stadium. And one of the chicks was dancing to Angela. Actually, they were hyping her up. It's not staged. Too many videos have popped up with like Butchers. I'm just saying, like, because I've seen a lot of videos of like Ethiopian guys doing their traditional dance, and it matches with like a lot of people. They do that even with like with Muslims when they're doing like their dances, and then they just match it with something they like. Nah, this TikTok is real. Is like, this is real. Shout out to. But that's me hating. Yeah, we don't accept God love for the trap. Okay, so Butchers is gonna be dropping his long-awaited album. This weekend. He's dropping it on Friday on the 12th, I think, and then on Saturday the 13th is throwing an event at the mall, Westlands. So I saw Kerry Martin will be emceeing and a bunch of people will be on ground. So guys definitely need to go get the
get their tickets. Every time I've been to a Strap Night event, even when I've hosted, when I've had to pay, like when they was still starting out, grassroots, nini, it's always been a good time. So I know this time it's not going to be any different because he's grown. I'm sure he's learned a lot in his artistry. He's been traveling, he's been gigging a lot. So I know this is going to be like legendary, launch.
Yeah.
And then his album also has like a bunch of impressive features. Calligraph is on there.
Okay.
There's one of the guys from Western, I think, is on there as well. There's Ice Prince is on the project. Like, it's really looking good.
Yeah.
So yeah, Mtindo, the album dropping this weekend. Butrus Palembele Frontline. Can definitely check out his social media pages if you do want to attend that party.
You mentioned Calligraph.
Yeah.
Is there beef between Calligraph and Kevos?
What happened? Because
there's
always some shit over
I didn't
there.
follow it.
Yeah, what happened?
But there's an episode on Ikonini where Muafi is talking about like something happened. I think Kevo put up a tweet talking about like how rap is today, like people just rapping, not saying anything.
Yeah.
And Kali replied with some sauce. I didn't read the tweets, so I don't know exactly what was said.
Yeah.
But I just thought maybe you might have
I don't know. But the thing is with these like artists, there's usually like some type of bile, I would say, like towards Calligraph, honestly, because this is the same crop of generation of hip hop, and I feel like because Cali is probably looking like the most successful out of the class, then everybody else who's being left behind, because the question will always be like, why isn't XXS like Cali? I remember back in the day they had a song together. Well, they should have blown up. I think they might have but then everybody just pulled their weight.
But the thing is, this now is reversed because it's Kevo who said something on Twitter, and Kali's on who replied with the source. So it's not somebody shooting at him now.
On that front, I would also say, like, I think also Kali usually gets very irritated by all these y'all ain't doing enough, there's not enough Kenyan music. I think that shit usually pisses him off, because recently he posted
who
on
died
YouTube.
and made him king to speak on behalf of everyone?
I mean, it's you. First of all, there's no person who's making you king. If you're not going to go snatch that seat, ain't nobody promoting you to shit. Everyone wants
That's what I'm
to
saying,
be
like,
a pawn. So
me,
if he made himself king and everyone is following and listening, fuck it. Let's do it. There's no one holding that down anyway. And also, I think after he kind of, so to speak, kind of led the movement on this placate thing, I think people also just look at him. Cali is very influential. When I was on radio, right? Every time I would do an interview with Cali, my shit will blow up. Like, we would trend times 3. If I had him on a podcast, that shit would be the most listened to or the most viewed podcast. So there's no doubt about how much influence Cali can command. And if he can command the influence and, bring attention to some of the issues, I have no problem with it.
Except for this one, I feel like it's a negative to some extent.
Maybe he's feeling like, I've been dropping like this, my nigga, and you about to bundle me up with everybody else. I don't know. He didn't,
because he's... Anyway, I need to go look at it.
Maybe we need to find the tweet and then see what's up.
See what happened.
But
because from what I saw, actually, Muafad put it on the video. So I saw it kidogo, but like with my eyes, I would probably have to freeze the video to probably read the full thing.
Yeah.
But I just didn't... They kind of broke it down, so I was listening.
Okay.
But it's something to the extent like, rappers, please get back to like saying something in your music.
Yeah.
You shouldn't just be rap.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't think
everyone should pull up the songs.
So
really.
I'm thinking like, what happened to like people having an opinion?
You know what?
People not just reply. Like when it's my thoughts. That's what a tweet is actually.
Yeah.
It's just my thoughts, but now they're out there. I didn't ask you to reply to it.
Me in my responding to your tweet, I'm also sharing my opinion. No,
put it on yours. Don't.
No, but
Don't at
my
me.
opinion
if
has
I didn't
been
at you,
no.
don't at me.
My opinion has now been
No.
awoken.
Listen, this is what
by
I'm
your
saying.
tweet. I was like, oh shit, you know what? I've been meaning to talk about this now. Let's get into it.
No, I don't want to discuss it. Like, it's my opinion. I'm just saying something like, hey, uji sucks. I don't drink uji. Okay?
Yo,
But
then
when you come and at me now, like, hey, it's like, wacha hizo zako mazesi ukunywaga uji. I'm like, no, I wasn't talking about you, my nigga. Like, if you like it, that's
but
your shit.
that's what social media is. Like, you know, maybe it's like, you know, a little bit of banter.
What I'm saying is we need to get back to, like, what a tweet was. It's my opinion out there.
Don't catch
if you don't, if you don't agree with my opinion, go to your tweet and say, by the way, mi upendaga hii kitu. Ile kitu mimi nimesema sipendi, uenda kwa tweet yako useme mimi upenda, and don't at me.
But listen,
when you at me now, it's like it's personal now. We have
but
to
now in this day and age where we're talking about like brand endorsements,
I don't like that this day or this nothing has changed in the world.
Listen to this. When we're talking about you know, advertising, brand engagement, and all that stuff, you know, they will probably like pick you to be to lead like maybe a campaign on a certain brand, because when you tweet, niggas are engaged with your shit, as compared to someone who just tweets and it's like crickets. Don't nobody give a fuck about your opinion. Like, shut up, moving on swiftly.
Which is cool.
But like, if you no, I'm just talking about when it comes to like getting your bag off social media, then the engagement is like almost mandatory. They want to see people say, fuck you and your uji opinion. Sisi huku tunakunywanga uji. Or somebody else comes and says, no, Zach, let me show you uji awa meru or some fermented uji or some shit.
Yeah, but when you come at me and at me, that becomes personal now. So your people will
now
come.
That's beef. That's a tweet.
Yeah, that's what I'm like.
Tweet.
Yeah, ukianza hivyo, your people will start, you know.
Used to be some of those, man.
Yeah.
Hella tweets. Tanzania is trending this week.
What did they do now?
Have you seen? Your man's TID.
Okay, dude has been on some other shit. I don't know what whatever drug they're giving him. Somebody cut that shit out because he looks like you know those uncles. Funny. You know those uncles that used to think they were very cool.
Yeah.
Then they used to come home dressed
sauced as
funny.
Fuck, yeah.
And you're like, yo, what are you doing?
What is going on? Yo, TID has been trending this week. Yo. And you know the Gen Zs and the kids don't know what a legend.
He's a legend, but yo, that drip, my nigga. Cut that shit out.
So he was being asked about like his drip for Eid, I think, or maybe around that time. So he had the whole, you know, set up, and he was like, I got this drip from what country? And they're in the street, right? So a Boda guy, Peters, and then TID just stops having the interview. He's like, who is this now passing in my interview? And then the interviewer is just like, tumwachi yule, tuendele tuna maneno yetu. So TID is just following this nigga with the bike, and then he looks at him. He looks at him, Kando. He's like, I hate you. So now TikTok has started going crazy. They're putting that audio on drill beats. And it's so fucking hilarious. Yeah. Guys are just like, TID's energy is the energy for
energy
this
is
quarter.
Crazy, but I just feel like, and then
maybe he's not even on anything. Maybe he's just like
being
him. He's just being himself.
Yeah, it's weird.
Come on,
it's weird.
Top in Dar. That's what TID means.
Old as fuck. How old is he?
I don't know.
Yeah,
it's probably like maybe in his
40s, right?
Probably.
I'm in my late 40s. I'm not out here wilding.
Yeah, but you're not an artist like TID is. I feel like with artistry, there's hold on.
My name is Himothy. Have you forgotten?
Nigga, that's not what I said. I said
Himothy.
No, listen, I feel like with artistry, everyone has like a degree of crazy.
Okay.
I really feel like even you with your DJ, like you have a degree of crazy that maybe someone who works like a 9 to 5 is like could never be me. Yeah. But like you're the more chill. There's a reason why they say like never date a DJ or never date a rapper, because like it's a thing.
Don't be out here painting our names.
It's a thing.
No, it's not.
People who have access to plenty of women, already men are like, it's so hard not to cheat. And then now you have women just being like putting their titties in your face and be like, I want this song.
Don't put that narrative out there.
No. That hiyo ni ukweli. Hiyo nayo ni ukweli. Anyone in entertainment is just sioni kuna kashida tu yani.
Okay, but him is like, I think him and what's his name? Diamond.
Yeah.
At some point, I think somebody has to like whisper in the ear, like we're no longer in the 90s.
Yeah. But you see, this nigga is trending in 2024.
I don't
so
give if you're trending for the wrong
the thing
reason.
is, I don't.
When you get,
the music is not gonna trend. That's a fact. Like, I don't think the music is gonna trend. People probably, especially the people who are majorly on TikTok, the Gen Zs know him as they're calling him this old guy being interviewed on the road.
Yeah, exactly.
The music ain't going nowhere.
Once they start saying that, you need to think about like how you present yourself.
But to Gen Zs, everyone is old. Like being 25, and it's a 19-year-old. They're
Which
like,
is not a
what
knock
an old ass nigga.
Yeah, it's not a knock. Like it's the process.
Yeah.
You're
Actually,
gonna be
like
there.
we should be grateful that people are aging. So many people have died young.
Exactly.
For real.
Yeah. So
like this pressure of always wanting to be
never
young.
taken that as a diss.
As an insult.
Yeah. Tell me I'm old. I'm like, yeah. Nigga,
Yo,
what do you think?
I had my birthday earlier this year, and my last born sister, who's she's turning 21 in July. She's like, happy birthday. Goddamn, you old as shit. And I'm like, okay, now I feel old, but you know,
I'm happy.
I'm
Been
cool.
around the sun how many times again? Yeah.
Enough times. I ain't gonna say my age because but like, if you know me, I don't lie about my age. If you like, when we're talking personal shit, I just be like, guess how old I am, and I just be saying.
All right.
Yeah. So those are the shenanigans this week. Also, Rachel, you know there's a doctor's strike right now, right? So the president's wife, first lady.
God, that's how you, guy.
What?
That's how you say it.
I said the president's wife, first lady.
Okay, but you started by her name.
Rachel. Oh, I'm supposed to say Her Excellency.
Exactly. Put some
Come on, get the fuck out of here. Am I being paid to say, nigga? What?
I was.
Exactly. I wish you guys were seeing the way producers of Bekasirika Huku Zakati trying to be modest. Nigga, what?
Yeah.
Nah. So she led like a whole prayers conference or whatever.
That's why you lose me.
To like exactly
that's
to pray over the doctor's strike.
Yeah.
And they're all talking about the state of the economy is not too good right now. We can't pay doctors.
Yeah.
And it's just like, you niggas are taking home hundreds of thousands of millions of taxpayers' money.
And there was a news report about like a pay increase, a 14% or something. Yeah.
These niggas are spending. You remember when we were talking about spending, I don't know how many millions on curtains and furniture?
Yeah.
And now they're saying that they can't pay doctors who are supposed to like keep kids who are on life support alive, people who've been like on life support, people who actually do need that medical attention. Because we forget that just because we're walking in the streets doesn't mean that everybody is okay.
Yep.
There's someone who's literally dependent on that doctor coming in.
Yeah.
And if they're not coming in or they're not getting paid, then somebody is definitely dying.
Listen, I will respect you up until when there's something that needs a practical solution
and we're
in
praying.
front of you, and then you tell me we're going to pray.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you to get the fuck out of my face.
Yo, it's so crazy.
It's as easy as that.
It's so crazy.
Yo, I had to tell this to my mom the other day, which I felt bad later, but at that point, same thing.
It had to be said.
So there's this thing that they call it oil or anointing oil.
Yes.
Yeah, so I don't know what we're talking about, and she was like, "Yeah, you need to get the oil and
anointing."
And and I was like, "Mom, cut it out."
What?
Like, these are people doing business. They're trying to sell you some shit. She's like, "No, it's not a business." Like, no, you want to do it? Go ahead. Don't miss me with that. Don't ever mention that around me again.
Oh my God.
Because I don't want to hear that. Because something that really needs a practical solution, you're going to tell me like somehow magically if I apply this oil,
then everything is going to be okay.
No.
Exactly.
No.
And you know, they also did the same thing. Apparently, they also held prayers to pray for Kenya's dark spots because there have been apparently like 1,000 people have died between January and now on roads. Like it's been a very crazy time. So they also prayed for that. Like, come on, man.
Yeah. And
practical solutions and
Yeah, it's like the guys who went under a transformer praying so that stima zirudi. Anyway,
God.
it's been really
Rudishieni madaktari pesa, please pay them. We definitely need
Yes.
our hospitals running. Yeah, some of the things that we take for granted, but for sure are very, very necessary and key. Yeah, thank you for checking out the pod, fam. Definitely subscribe, like, drop a comment. Share. If you haven't checked out last week's episode, we did have the lovely Valerie Modani, so you could go check that out. Follow us on social media at Palm for Breakfast, PWNN for breakfast. And we'll catch you on next week
episode. We have an interesting guest.
Next week
I thought it would be today. I couldn't wait, but today we had so much to talk about.
We needed to catch up. We needed to catch up a little bit.
I guess it's
good balance.
Yeah, it's a good balance. Although somebody's sick, so I can't say that.
I know,
feels
right?
Bad. Yeah, it feels bad. But shout out to you. We'll see you next week.
Yeah, we're not gonna tell you who it is. Maybe you can drop some guesses.
Yeah.
It's a media personality and it's a woman, and she's crazy.
She's super interesting.
So maybe you could drop a comment and we'll see.
What?
We'll see. Yeah. I'm definitely looking forward to that. Thank you, fam, for fucking with us. We out.